morning everyone. Welcome to this new lesson. We're doing a bit of grade 6 work today and it's all about whole numbers. So why am I in the kitchen? We're starting off in the kitchen because we're baking today. And here I've got whole rows of dough. 'n heel getal is soos hierdie deeg vir koekies. Dit is solid. Ek kan 'n paar opsny en deel en koekies daarvan maak. Sien jy, ek het een van hulle nou 'n bietjie gebreek, maar as ek hulle bietjie rol en rond maak, kan ek hulle bymekaar tel, bak in die oond en dan het ek koekies. 'n heel getal is iets heel. Dis nie 'n breek nie. Graad 7's wat hierdie kyk, grade 7's that are watching this, a whole number is not a fraction. If I had to break this apart and say this is part of a cookie, then it would be a fraction. But a whole number is die hele cookie. Dis die hele pizza, dis die hele stukkie koek wat ons het. Okay, so before we start that, we first have to spray and cook. Now, the reason why I'm showing you the spray and cook part is multiplication. Ek het hierdie blikkie spray and cook en as ek hom spuit, uit een blikkie kom daar baie. Dit is vermenigvuldiging. Remember when we do multiplication, we use our long column method. We put them underneath one each other. We put our whole numbers op een hele blik en ons druk hom, ons maal hom, my vinger is soos die druk en baie meer kom uit. Maak seker dat jy hom mooi spuit. Okay. And once you've done that, you can take your cookies and we can add them. We can start placing them onto our baking tray, and if we place them into columns, I'll be able to count or subtract. I'll be able to add or subtract how many I have. So let's say we're putting them in, we've got 5. I've got 5 cookies, okay, like this. We're then going to get a fork. Let's just grab a fork. And we're going to physically count them quickly. So here are our cookies, and as I count them, it's like adding. 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4, plus 1 is 5. So I have 5 cookies. Let's go to a second row. So 2 rolls of cookie dough that look like this, 2 of them, gave me 5 plus 1 is 6, plus another 6. So 6 plus 6 is 12. So I've got 12, 13, 14, 15. I've got 15 cookies out of 2 rows of dough. Ek het 15 cookies wat ek kan bak uit 2 rolle deeg. How many stripes am I going to have on this plate? If there are 4 and we have 15 cookies, I'm going to say 4 times 5 is, 4 times 15 is the amount of stripes that I have. So 4 times 5 is 20, it's 0, carry the 2. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 2 is 6, 60. Remember, place values. So I've got 60 stripes on 15 cookies, which means that if I apply the unvers, as ek die unverse begin toepas, dat daar is vir 60 strepe en elkeen het 4, moet ek 15 cookies hê, want 60 gedeel deur 4 is 15. 60 divided by 4 is 15. Do you see how whole numbers can be worked out practically? I'm going to leave a link with a worksheet for you to go and do some whole numbers. Remember to keep them in your columns, to keep them neatly. I could quickly count this middle row because I kept it neat. Go and do it. And then show me. Maybe you can bake cookies, maybe you make a cake. Show me how you multiplied, divide, subtract, or add with your baking. See you guys soon. Now we're going to do addition and subtraction. On this plate here, I have 18 cookies. There are 3 of us. If we had to work out how many each of us could eat, how would we do that? If we were in foundation phase in grade 1 or 2, we'd say 1 for you, 1 for you, 1 for me. But that would take too long. So we're going to use long division. Now when you use long division, you have to make sure that they're neat. By the end of the long division, you will have discovered that each one of us is allowed to eat 6 cookies. Remember, this is also the inverse of multiplication. 3 times 6 is 18. You need to know your times tables. Moving on to subtraction. If I allowed us to each take cookies, how many have we taken? I've got 1, Dad's got 2, Mom's got 1. To work out how many cookies are left, we say 18 minus 4, because 4 cookies have been taken away from the plate. Using the column method and filling up to the 10, we will discover that 14 cookies are remainders that are still left on the plate. Do you see how addition and subtraction, multiplication and division can be used in everyday life? Go and work out yourselves. Make sure you write them neatly underneath one another in the columns that they're needed. Keep your placeholders by each other. En onthou, jy moet jou tafels ken. Jy moet kan tot 10 tel. Jy moet weet hoe maak jy 'n 10 vol. Oudies, jy moet akkuraat. Asseblief. Werk netjies, werk akkuraat en geniet 'n koekie of